everyone, and welcome to another Blu-ray / 4K pickup update. So this is episode 3 of my Blu-ray 4K updates. So I'm going to go through all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Blu-ray, well, 1 Blu-ray and 7 4K that I just picked up this past month or so. So I'm going through them all. I'll try to go through as much as I can. I'll try not to go too long for this video. I'll just go through the ones that I have, give my discussion. Some are from CX, some I ordered from Amazon, some I've ordered from I bought from the shop from HMV. Well, I'll start off the Blu-ray. There's only 1 Blu-ray I've got. So I'll start off the first one. That is Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. A film that I really enjoy. I had a great time watching this movie. I think it's one of the better sequels compared to the first one. The first one I did enjoy, I did like, but this one is actually a lot better in comparison. Really enjoyed this one. It's a really pleasant surprise and a welcome return to the franchise. I know they're doing Shrek 5, but we'll see how that one goes. But I'd like to see a third Puss in Boots film so you can have a trilogy, or maybe a 4th film like Shrek did. But whatever they did, I'm happy that they got Puss in Boots, which is I really enjoyed. So here's the front, here's the side, here's the back. It's a certificate PG. You can read the details of the film, all that jazz. Over the seat cover, and it's pretty much the same. And it's a thin case, and there's the disc with case off was. I'm not really a fan of these cases. It's the same thing as Megan. It's just the case and the. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't know why Universal's going with that thing. Apologies, going to be a burp up there. Yeah, I don't know why Universal's doing that, but yeah, same thing. Next one is the 4K. The one I did the unboxing for is AntMan the Wasp: Quantumania. If you see my video, you know I talk. You see my review, you see my unboxing. I found that I enjoyed it for what it was. Not great as I thought it's going to be or has potential, but it had something going for it. There were things in there I can tolerate for it. But again, it's still going to be excited to see where the MCU is going. And of course, depends on what's happening with Jonathan Majors right now. But again, a nice lit cover. I do like the cover. It's really nice, really detailed. Here's the side, here's the back. Slip cover removed. Same thing again. Just the same. More or less. Open it up. There's the discs. So that's the Blu-ray and that's the 4K. So that's AntMan the Wasp: Quantumania. So yeah, it was alright. It's an alright film. Pretty enjoyable. I do have, and I used to have this as a trilogy, as a wee one single disc, but I decided to get them separately this time. So the first one I have Man of Steel, which is the start of the DCEU. I'm trying to collect all the DCEU movies on 4K. Yeah, Man of Steel, I enjoyed it. It was good. I've actually come to appreciate it a lot more now. I will do a review on this for its 10-year anniversary, coming up really soon. After I've done my Spider-Verse and a few other things I will do in my review before I go on my holiday. Man of Steel, yeah. So that's the front, the side, the back. And of course we open it up and it's just the 4K and that's the Blu-ray. So yeah, Man of Steel. It was actually alright, but I wasn't a big fan of it at first, but over time I think I've come to appreciate it a little bit more. I need to watch again to be sure, but yeah, so Man of Steel. So yeah, good start. Next one from the DCU, from the Snyderverse, is now calling it Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's not good. It's definitely a big step down. The theatrical cut is very mediocre. It's not that good. It's really disappointing. The ultimate cut though, the ultimate edition is much better because it has more stuff going on. And there's, I think, after watching that again, I did recently watch it last year, and I actually liked it a lot more than I thought it did, the ultimate cut. It took me a while to appreciate it, because I think after seeing Zack Snyder's Justice League, it does make me appreciate it a little bit more. But again, I'll say that for another time when it comes to that review. So yeah, so that's the cover. So it's the front, you have Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman. The other side, here's the back. With the slip cover. Funny thing is, this is a different language, but it still has the UK language, still speaks English. There's the side, and there's the back. It's a different country. I don't know what that language it speaks in. I don't know if that's French or Spanish, but I don't know what that is. But yeah, so here's the discs. So you have the Blu Ray, which is different, speaks in English, but still English there. And that's the Ultimate Edition, the 4K. So yeah, the 4K one is the Ultimate Edition. So watch that if you need to. Zack Snyder's Justice League, which is the team up, which is the real version of Justice League that we should have had back in 2017, but it never happened because Warner Bros. Got cold feet after Batman v Superman. So here we are. There's Darkseid up there, and there's the team. There's the Justice League, all the characters. Here's the side. Here's the back. The certificate 15, because the first two were 12 days, but they're 15. So here we are. Open it up, and there's a wee leaflet there, show you what to buy, what's coming out from DC. And here we have disc 1 is the first part of it, and the second part is right there. So it's only in 4K, there's no Blu-ray, just the 4K itself. I actually liked it more and more on rewatches. I really liked it. And of course, we have probably, either if you love or find it overrated, but this one has to be mentioned, another DC film, Joker, one of the best films of 2019. Fantastic performance by Joaquin Phoenix. Such a great film. The sequel's coming out next year, which I'm very curious about. I hope it turns out to be good. Joaquin Phoenix deserves an Oscar. His performance is great here. So you have the front, the side, here's the back, and of course remove the cover itself. So here we go. Same thing, mostly the same. And there's a wee leaflet which shows you Birds of Prey and Wonder Woman 1984. And of course, you have pretty much what you expect. It's same thing, 4K Blu-ray. And of course, next one, the last two from the 4K collection pickup is Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 1984, both of them on 4K. We'll start with the first one. The first one is one of my favorites from the DCEU and probably the best DCEU movie because this one took me by surprise. I really like this one. I think this is probably the best because you have Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. Awesome. Just how badass she is. Really like this movie. I think that's probably the best DCEU movie. Say what you will, but I loved it. So here's the front, the side, here's the back, and removed it. Same thing. Pretty much the same thing, so there's not actually any difference. And of course you have the case itself. Yeah, first Wonder Woman, really loved. On to the sequel, which many people either have mixed or negative opinions on this one. Wonder Woman 1984. Yeah, it was alright, I guess. It's not awful as everyone's saying it is, but it is definitely a step down. There are some problems with it. I think it's due to Warner Bros. And Jeff Johns interfered and did something to the script, and some of the continuity errors in the film, which does question me a little bit. But again, it has its moments, but overall, I just didn't care for it. And the villains, I didn't really care for it. I appreciate it for its lighthearted nature tone, but other than that, it was a disappointing movie. It was a really big disappointment. Despite a good cast in there, but it was just, yeah, it wasn't that good. But anyway, so that's the front, the side. Here's the back. Move it, and it's more or less the same as the first slip cover. And of course, there's a leaflet. What's to come or what's coming out. And here's the discs themselves. So that's my 4K and Blu-ray collection so far. I've got, of course, comment down below, guys. Have you got anything, or have you got anything new, or have you seen anyone you can fancy picking up? comment down below. And of course, this week coming, guys, I will be reviewing Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse before Across the Spider-Verse coming out, which I'm looking forward to. Can't wait. Hope it's good. And let's go for the best. So that's my collection, guys. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Do you love these collections? Have you got any of them? Just now, are you fancy picking them up? Let me know in the comments down below. Until next time, guys. See ya!